Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is a new the start of a new series on my YouTube channel, NHL 20, which is coming out here very soon. I got the early EA access version because, I decided to throw down $5 and try to get the game, early. And I got it, and I've been enjoying my time playing the game. Now, I've only played 2 hours. I built some of my 2003-04 roster, started on that about yesterday. Got like a couple players done, not very many, but I really had a fun time playing the franchise mode, and I've been seeing a lot of new changes. Of course, my Edmonton Oilers are winning hockey, but I've overall really been enjoying my time having morale on, which is also a very weird thing because I usually don't have it on. But morale has really taken a huge thing to the video game now, and as you guys can see, the new way that the lineups can be set. I mean, James Neal can only really play on the first line, and the rest of the lines, he's not really a good fit for the team, which is absolutely awesome. He's happy with the management, not really happy with his individual performance. He's just happy with Connor McDavid. Sorry guys for fucking burping in your face, but with Connor McDavid, he's happy about the management. He's happy with his teammates. He's happy with his individual performance. He's feeling amazing, right? Then you got Alex Dersons. He's not happy. He is happy, just his individual performance. And you guys can see over the overall of everyone else, you can see who's happy and who's not, which is a really big thing. I mean, for me, it's like morale is kind of like that big thing that has not been there for a bit, and just we have not seen it. And now we're actually get to see it kind of into play, where it's going to be more used more often, and you're going to be using your head coach. Like Leon Draisaitl is only good on one line, that's the second line, and maybe you want to play it up alongside of Connor McDavid. When Connor McDavid, you want to find the perfect coach that works along with everyone. Now, I've only used one coach. I haven't really tried the hiring and firing situation where you go and hire a coach and you can interview the coach, which I think also is just a really cool idea. So you could go in, interview the coach, and you can have an interview with him. I think that's market. I think that's just overall a really cool thing. So let's talk about the market base. What is before market size? Not too small, not too big. Any market that is middle pack, I'm like. So see, that's the type of thing. How married are you to a market size meeting your needs? I could be swayed when it comes to market size if there's something else to justify changing my opinion. So tell me, what kind of fan base do you prefer? A devoted fan base. I'm really honestly liking the interviews and stuff like that. The interviews are really exciting for me, and honestly, that is a very, very cool thing to have in a game like this, where you add that kind of realism to the game, which you have not been able to add for such a long time. And now you can hire your own coach, and you can pick what type of team you want. You can have a type of team that is more of a defensive team, and have a coach that can help you out, have that good defensive team. Or if you're like the Edmonton Oilers who want a bit of more offense, then you can have that bit of more offense, which is really just a thing that I overall really enjoy. Free agents is a kind of a new game now, where you have to look at, for example, like a guy like Marcus Kruger, for example, if you want to get this kid, right? You could take a look at where he fits. And now, of course, he's not very scouted very much. I got to figure out that part of scouting free agents and stuff like that. The signing scouts haven't really changed. That's been the same thing. I've been really liking the Find the Trade app. I've been really enjoying that for the fact that I know we don't have very much cap space, but the fact that you can, for example, trade away Jesse Puljujarvi, and boom. Find trade. And boom, there'll be trades up there. Calgary, Todd Bertuzzi, right? Those are going to be trades up there for you, and you can see what you can almost get for like a Connor McDavid, for example, right? So if you want to trade away like a Connor McDavid, you can find a trade. Oh, there's no one that wants that. Really? Huh? Or Nuge. No trades for Raphael Lavoie. So you can kind of see what type of market there is for those types of players, if any. If there is a kind of a common ground for your players, right? So I really do like that. So you're gonna have to more edit the trading block. Also, EA, I gotta say, big fuck you to you guys, because Bouchard and Broberg should be a higher potential. I know Broberg came off like kind of a sort of meh, but he should be at least a high top 6, even that maybe a medium fucking or mid elite. Same with Bouchard, mid-elite for Bouchard, like right off the get-go. He should be a medium elite. Now, he does not like Grainer, so as you guys can see, I'm favorite coaches because he's just not liking the kind of player preference. That's not his preference. So you're going to have to really kind of rebuild some teams and make them what you really enjoy for yourself, right? That's a huge thing for me as well, because I like to build a team that is nice and just not all random all the time. I like to pick players that will fit the squad and stuff like that, and being able to hire coaches and find coaches that fit your team and stuff like that, that's going to be a huge plus for me, and I'm really overall really liking that. Morale and stuff like that has kind of taken a huge turn as too. Because of the overall morale, where you see 4 gauges, you're not just seeing one if he's happy with the squad or not with those smiley faces. So it kind of gives you more of a freelance of being able to see that, Adam Larson's not liking the team very much because maybe he's not liking where he's at or whatever in the lineup. Who the hell knows, right? So it gives us more freelance of a job to do to make a team better, which is helpful because honestly, making the Edmonton Oilers good it's already a hard thing to do. Now, I haven't gotten to the draft yet, which I will probably simulate and then show you guys. But I've been seeing a huge thing in point production. Because the last couple of years, we've been seeing some horrible stats for Connor McDavid. I mean, he just is never able to produce, and there he is. A point per game. I mean, he's definitely not going to hit 116, but also Leon Draisaitl is starting to get more points as well, which is a nice thing to see. And overall, I'm just seeing a lot more point production, which is nice. Darnell Nurse, he's getting that respectable 21 points. Of course, he's a great point producer for the Edmonton Oilers. And then, goaltenders, of course, they're shit on my team. They're just Mike Smith and Mikko Koskinen. They're not doing very good for the Edmonton Oilers. But you're seeing some really good stats for, like, offense-wise, which I've been seeing. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of whereas Brock Besser, I don't think Brock Besser is this good of a player, nor is he a fucking 30-goal scorer. I mean, I don't know. I think Brock Besser could definitely be lowered for sure. It's just, I don't know. Sean Monahan somehow up there with 51 points, but Leon Draisaitl's fallen, and then McDavid there as well. Pedersen, he's right here, 45 points in 33 games, and also JT Miller there as well. So you're seeing a lot more point production, which I'll like, but I'm going to skip to the end of the year, and I'm going to show you guys some more stats and stuff like that, and we'll get to the draft as well. I'm back, guys. So I wanted to show another new thing that's part of EA, which is I've been seeing in MLB as well, which I've been overall enjoying myself seeing it, is the trade alerts. Because honestly, you never usually seen them ever before in an EA game. It would be cool if you popped up the avatar and stuff like that. But I mean, it is a start. New Jersey picks up a first and a fifth for Wayne Simmons and Nicholas Cronwell, which is overall really cool. You get to see what's going around the league if there's a big player. And honestly, later on in the years, you're not gonna always see who the fuck this player is or who else. You're not gonna know who fucking Anthony Pelso is later on in the years. I know who he is because he's the big time enforcer. Well, it used to be. But for example, if it's a game created player and that's your player name and you don't know who the fuck that is, I mean, that's pretty cool. Minnesota's locking and loading Ian Cole, Thomas Vanek for a first round pick, and then New Jersey also offloading to Philly, Sammy Batten. Yeah, I think this shit's cool as shit, man. To see that, I mean, it's very cool. And I mean, the simulation is still the same, slow as shit. Sandin and Timoshev for Tanev and Fattenberg. So those are some huge moves right there. And then Gambardella. Boom, bada bing. Another couple W's there. So, I just wanted to show you those trade alerts. So, I gotta say they're really cool and a really big improvement. Eric Holla, Brian Gibbons going to Calgary. Really big improvement. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad to see that that's in. It's gonna definitely add some more realism to the franchise modes and stuff like that. I'm really excited for that. So, I'll see you guys at the draft. First thing that I see now that's a huge improvement is the lottery. So now you guys can see where the New York Rangers, they were originally 5th and they moved up to 1st, which is ridiculous because they just got Capo Caco not that long ago. But as you guys can see, you're definitely seeing some moves in the transition. So you see that New York Rangers moved up and Arizona moved up from 4 to 2nd and Ottawa moved down. Same with Detroit. So I'm definitely loving that fact there. You're able to see that, which is really, really cool. And I'm loving that fact that you can see how they're moving up and stuff like that. So who the Kyle Bronze? Yeah, thank God he retired. Thank Jesus. So following coaches have retired. Oh my god, that's a long list of coaches that have retired. So one of our coaches have retired, and then a lot of guys. So we're seeing. Okay. Go view draft class. So now, this is the part where we can do interviews and stuff like that. So like with Justin Gore, we can interview the player. So Justin Gore, talk about your play style. I would like to chat about your style of play. Works for me. I would like to chat about my playing style. So readiness. How ready are you? I feel like I'm ready to make an impact in the NHL right now. Give me what your play style is. As forward, I have Keo, Compunt, and full side, so he's more of like a two-way forward. Okay, let's talk about a different... So personality, let's talk about your personality because that's a huge thing. How would you describe your personality? I have high standards for myself, and I want to win at all costs. So that's really fucking cool, and I'm really excited. So like you could write down notes of what these guys think. So like a guy that's a two-way forward, very passionate personality, so he's going to be a very passionate guy in the locker room. So that's definitely someone to take a look at. Alexis Lafreniere, right? So if you want to scout him later on in the round, right? So let's talk about your skills, and you could talk about your strengths. Tell me what your great strengths are. It has to be my shot. I feel like I can nail a shot better than most. I could put it in the net on my own end if I wanted to. Cool. What do you think is your biggest weakness? I'm more of a skilled player, so I'm not physically sometimes. They're on a nightly basis. New topic. And then we can talk about your personality now. So I'm really enjoying that fact because it's going to add more realism to the drafts and stuff like that. To who am I going to pick first round? So am I going to pick Alexis Lafreniere, whose his strengths are shooting and his personality is looking pretty damn good, right? He has the potential to be a true leader in the organization, right? And you take a look at him; he's a very passionate. So it's a good look at new players nowadays. So like where I'm drafting near Christian McCullum. So we could talk with him since we didn't do very much talk. We could talk about his play style. We could talk about his readiness. There's still some work to do in my game. I'm a couple of years away, so he's ETA 2 years away. So we could talk about his playing style, and he could be like, I'm a strong forward who drives the net, so he's a power forward. That's nice to see. And so if you didn't do any scouting on a player, then fuck, you got this ready for you. Your strengths. You could talk about his strengths, which helps you. Has to be my shot. Blah blah blah. It helps out a lot, and to see what guys think and say about your team and stuff like that, which is very, very exciting for me, honestly, to see that backed. Now, we didn't do very much scouting because I didn't really set up the scouts very well. That was this thing that I just randomly threw together before I started this GM mode, or franchise mode, I mean. So, I'm seeing a lot of improvement, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. So now these stars, I think these are players that the scout recommendation. That's a new thing that we're seeing. So June, well, we seen it last year in like a little tab, but now we're actually seeing it. So where our picks are, they could tell us who we should scout. Does it do it later on in the round, I wonder? Oh, it does too. That is a new thing that I'm really going to enjoy, honestly, because to see that fact that, hey, talk with this guy, maybe talk with this guy, talk with this guy. These guys are near our pick, talk with them, get to know them and stuff like that. I'm really enjoying that. The drafts are going to be a lot funner. But overall, I'm loving the new game. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really excited to start the new franchise mode that I'll be doing. Of course, with the Chicago Blackhawks who won the Stanley Cup there. So I'm really excited to jump right into it. It should be a lot of fun. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys. Also, before I end the video, I always keep doing that and then I have more train of thought. Tell me, guys, what you guys honestly think about the video game. I'd love to have discussions with you guys and stuff like that. So if you have any opinions, overall, I think this is probably one of the best NHL games on the next-gen consoles with PS4 and Xbox One. I think, honestly, it's going to be one of the best franchise modes that you can probably ever have with the new draft interviews and stuff like that. Adds a new element to it, which we haven't had in a long time. But tell me, guys, what you also think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.